I get asked a lot, what is your favorite camera? And usually people want to know what my favorite film camera is. And believe it or not, even though I've been shooting a lot of 4x5 lately, my favorite film camera is not a 4x5 camera. It is this. This is the Mamiya RZ67. And there are a few reasons that it's my favorite camera. Most of it is sentimental. This camera was my first medium format film camera, and it was my first experience looking into a waist level finder. Now, if you've never looked into a waist level finder and you're only used to shooting 35mm, it is transcendent. Well, I should say, looking into a really good waist level finder is transcendent. It is just amazing. I don't think you can probably see, and even if you do, you're going to be looking into at the ceiling. But if you could see in here, it would blow your fucking mind. The viewfinder in this machine is gorgeous. I have used now Hasselblads, I've used Rollei's, and for some reason, there's something about the image in this finder that maybe it's just the sheer size of it. I don't know, but it's amazing. Two, it's simple. There are only a few parts. One, there's a film back. Lens, body, and then this is the waist level finder. And then this is the body itself. It's just a box. That's it. It does use this antiquated battery, but they do have modern versions of it that you can get pretty cheaply, and they last forever. But really, look, it's just a box. There's nothing else to it. And then this massive, massive viewfinder. The back is a rotating back, so when you do attach it, here, maybe, there we go. Attach that, flick a switch on the side, and you can go from horizontal to vertical with just a twist. Really, really easy, especially this thing weighs a lot, so you're going to have to use it mostly on a tripod. You can handhold it, and I do handhold it all the time, especially when using the waist level finder. Rule of thumb, use a tripod with this thing. You're going to be happier. Unless, of course, you're shooting with strobes and there is no ambient light in the room whatsoever, then you're not really going to get motion blur. Then yeah, handhold away. But for the most part, you're going to be happier. You're going to get more consistent results if you do use a tripod. But moving on. The lens attaches to the front, just like this. There's a twist ring, like that. Finder. Maybe. Squeeze. Let that go. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, you control your aperture on the front of the camera here. Shutter speed on this side, right here. Focus here. And one of the cool things about this, and one of the most maddening things about this, is also that it has bellows focusing, which just means you focus by physically moving the lens toward and away from the body. And one of the cool things about that is you can actually get really close focus distances with almost every lens. Because this camera does have some electronics, it does have a working hot shoe, so you can put any kind of pocket wizard or whatever your wireless flavor of choice that you like to use on here to fire strobes, and you'll be just fine. And I'm sure there are videos everywhere on the internet that'll show you how to load the film in this thing, so I'm not going to bother with it. Plus, I'm really slow and I don't want to embarrass myself. Now listen to this. It's a freaking bomb going off. I mean, that's like sweet, sweet music. But that said, that massive mirror going off, that's why you really don't want to handhold this thing if you're in any kind of ambient light at all, because you're gonna get motion blur for the most part, unless you're shooting at like above 1/250th of a second. Speaking of shutter speeds, this thing has all the lenses have leaf shutters, which is really cool. Don't have to worry about focal plane issues, blackouts with flash. Up to 1/400th of a second. Yeah, 1/400th of a second is going to be your fastest shutter speed. You have a beautiful viewfinder, fantastically sharp lenses, a 6x7 frame. 6x7 is really close to 8x10 and really close for magazine layouts. So it's no wonder that a lot of photographers like, Annie Leibovitz and whatnot used this camera. Once you get past the heft of this camera, it feels very, and I hate this word, but organic. It just feels right. I definitely recommend that you get out there and try one of these things. Like I said, I have a personal bias towards this camera because it was my first medium format camera, but I just think it's one of the best cameras that was ever made. So if you know someone who has one, if you have the opportunity to rent one, hell, if you have a little bit of money in your pocket and you want to just say screw it and buy one, these things are so old now that they hold their value. You can get exactly what you paid for it if you want to sell it on the used market. Get out there, pick one up. You will not be sorry. If you are interested in film at all, try one of these. If not, you're a moron. No, you're not a moron, but you really, really should try one of these, especially if you can get your hands on the 110 millimeter 2.8. 2.8 f2.8 on a medium format camera is stupidly shallow, and it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Like whenever you see people pining for that medium format look, this is what does that. Right here, this does that. You can look at the medium format backs and digital backs. They're great. They're all crop sensors. They are not true medium format. They are as close as digital can get and be practical. There are some full frame backs, I do believe. I'm not the most knowledgeable about that subject, and I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know. But this, pick it up, get it. Check out some of the pictures that I've made with this camera. Maybe not this particular camera. By the way, I have owned this camera 4 times. 4 times because I keep selling it and something about it calls me back. It is that good of an experience shooting this thing. So try it out. Check out the pictures. I'll see you next time on the next video.